can't be broken. Out of all the rain clouds I was chosen. When all of the lights they get low and all of the curtains they close, you cannot break down what can't be broken. What's going on, everybody? What it do? Hey, live! Yo, it's your boy, Brian Redman, and this is the Relationship Rehab, and I'm back. I'm back. It's good to be here. Hey, let me send this out real quick so I can... What the hell is going on with that picture? That ain't right. I don't even know how that picture got in there, but whatever. Let's try that again. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that picture's there, because that ain't the picture. There we go. Okay, it worked. Good. I just wanted to post that up on my Facebook page just so we can tune in. But how's y'all out here in Facebook land doing, man? Let me tell you. So if you look in my background, you'll see I got this tropical setting. It's like a rainforest happening. I did that background specifically for all of my fans and my family and my friends that's right now in the polar vortex in the Chicagoland, Michigan area. It's cold. It's ignorant cold. It's cold that it ain't supposed to be kind of cold up there. It's ridiculous cold. It's don't go nowhere, can't go outside cold. I can't explain it cold. It's colder in Siberia. I mean, it's colder in Chicago than it is in Siberia. That's ridiculous. So to everybody that's up there, just know, I just want to let y'all know because y'all been concerned. I'm down here in Texas and I'm okay. The weather is like a nice 51. We're going to be about 70 for Super Bowl weekend. I just want y'all to know that I'm okay because I know my people's up in the Chi is worried about your boy. My people up in Michigan, I know y'all was worried about me. I'm okay. Okay? I'm good. Okay? But yeah, it's cold as hell. Another thing, man, I want to send a shout out to everybody who gave me a birthday shout out, a birthday wish. My birthday was Sunday. Your boy done made it to the 45th chamber. That's right. That was my pistol year. Got that 1911 going on. I'm 45. So I just want to tell everybody thanks again for that. I had a wonderful birthday with my wife and my beautiful baby girl. My sister-in-law and my niece, we took me out to a nice soul food dinner. We had a lovely evening, had a little bingo and all that good stuff. I got the red wine, heart pumping, 1 and 1 is 2. It was good. So I just want to say thank y'all for that. And man, it was just all good to be out here. I know, look, Miss Lady Sunday, I know I don't look 45. I know. It's just, hey, that's just how it is. Them jeans working for me. It working for me. I had somebody tell me I look like I was, what did they tell me, 27, 30? I was like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. I just wear it well. I wear it well. But shout out to my beautiful wife and my baby girl. If you watching Destiny, mwah, 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 Daddy loves you so very much. And shout out to my wonderful wife. And salute to the first person who came in, which was, I believe it was Chorus. Salute to you. So, I want to get to this. And I saw this video on Facebook a while ago. It was on the Steve Harvey show. Y'all know who Steve Harvey is. It was really disturbing to me. I saw it and I was like, it disturbed me to the point to where, hey, right, I'm doing the show. But when we talk about just relationships and we talk about the breakdowns in relationships and why it's so hard for people to stay together, first of all, and then when we're talking about just the dynamic of when it comes to the different races, and this was a dynamic that is definitely shown in this video. I just wanted to really shed some light on this to show where we need the work. There's a lot of work that needs to be done when it comes to how we relate to each other as men and women, and how we do that on a cultural level and on a racial level. The whole thing about white women do this and black women do that, Asian women do this, Hispanic women do that, it really like showed in this video, and it showed to the point where it was disturbing and it was sad, and then I got pissed. I got angry. So we're gonna hopefully go through all of that, and I can explain to you why I feel the way I feel about it, and where I feel as though things went left and went wrong, and what we need to just flat out stop doing, and understand that a relationship is about two people, not about one. It's not about just you. It's an us thing. If you are so caught up and are so concerned about yourself, then you don't need to be in a relationship. And you can be in that time of your life where you don't. I mean, there are plenty. It's not written to where once you get to a certain age, you need to be with somebody. That's not a thing. And there are some people who aren't cut out for relationships in today's world. They're just not. And I want to be able to point that out. So first, let me do this. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. That's right. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Fair use. No. So I want to show this video, and it wasn't very long, but the things that were pointed out here, and I gotta say this about what Steve Harvey is trying to say. I get his point, and you'll see it, but I don't, because the time has changed. The time has changed to the point to where, you know, things are different. You know, the whole Me Too movement, women are independent, black girls rock, sis boom bar, rah rah rah, all of that stuff. And the change that women have pushed for, well, you kind of got it, and you're getting there, and you're progressing. So things have progressed and things have changed, and because they have changed, that it seems like to me like you want it all to be beneficial to the women's point, but the men still got to do what we want them to do, and they still got to do all of these old school things, but we want to do whatever we want to do. So it's like, you have to be able to acknowledge the fact that, yes, you want things to change. And when things change, you give and you get. You gain and you lose. When you try to get it all, that's not being independent. It's not being a feminist. It's not being a equal opportunity person. You're not trying to look for equality. What you're actually doing is you're looking for supremacy. And that's where I believe the feminist movement has gotten to. I believe that Me Too, Us Too, Them Too Girl, all of us girl, I believe that it has gotten to the point to where it has moved from a thing about equality to where, and femininity and expressing, women being able to express themselves, it's morphed into a female supremacy movement. Women want to be on top, and they want it all. They don't want it to be fair. They don't want it to be equal. They want it all. And that is supremacy. We want our cake. We want to eat the motherfucker. We want to tell you how to bake it. We want to tell you how to cut it. And we want you to serve it to us and feed it to us too. That's what it's gotten to. So, and this is it's just gonna, man, it's gonna ring out in this video. So let's go ahead and let's get it cracking. Here we go, as Slick Rick would say.
A man's account of a terrible first date recently went viral. He took a woman out to dinner. She ordered lobster and an expensive glass of wine totaling $180. The guy, who's a student, got pasta and a beer totaling $20. His date became outraged and called him rude when the check came because he refused to pay her portion of the tab. Is it okay to order expensive items on the menu on a first date?
Okay, now just that right there, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts in the audience on, do you think it's okay or should a man pay for the first date? Takes you out. Guy says, hey, I like you. You look good. I want to spend some time with you. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. You want to do all of that. You go, should he pay? Just put your answers in there. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. What you talking about. Let me see exactly what you guys think about that. So we got a yes. It's not okay. Yes. Nope. Pay your own way. First date. Yup. See that? Nope. Yeah, he should pay. Okay. I still go Dutch. Okay. All right. Cool. So, me personally, I'm traditional. I'm what you call old school to a degree. And because I am traditional, I prefer a more traditional woman. Okay? And I say that because, yes, if I'm going to ask a woman out on a date and it's our first date, the way that I'm wired, yes, I would like to pay. But then again, I'm 45, even though I don't look it, but I am. You see me. You see me. I'm gonna say that, yeah, I would pay. However, in today's time, because I know that I'm old school and all of that. I'm an old head, all of that good stuff. So in today's world, I don't think that a man should pay. And here's why. Because in traditional times, women behaved and they carried themselves in a certain way. And there were certain things that women automatically did. And there are certain things that men automatically did. In that time frame, in that old school mindset, in those old school days or whatever, it would be a thing to where, yes, I would pay because I have this role. You would do whatever because you're in this role, right? Nowadays, you have women that don't even want you to open the door for them. You have women that want, I open the door myself. Now, you ain't got to open no door for me. I'm a woman. I can do it all on my own. You have that. And if you want to call it fair, because that's what we're talking about here, women want to be treated equally. They want equal pay. They want to be treated fairly on the job. They want to have every equal opportunity as any other man should have. I get it. You should pay for yourself. On a first date, you should go Dutch. Thank you, Lando. You should go Dutch. And just like my beautiful wife just said, with younger people, some younger people have an expectation. And they think like, yeah, I'll pay, but if I'm going to do something for you, you need to do something for me. So for my daughter, I would teach my daughter, don't you go on a first date without you having the money to pay for yourself. You need to go and pay. Here's my other thing about a first date. And this is just from a dating perspective. I truly believe a first date should never be dinner. I don't believe that a first date should be dinner. Why? Because a dinner is intimate, especially if you go to a fine restaurant. It's expensive, it can be intimate, and it leads into the night. And we all know what happens in the night. In the night, that's when things go down. That's when legs are opened. That's when orifices are explored in the night. But all I'm saying is, you shouldn't, on a first date, getting to know somebody, you shouldn't go to dinner. You should go to lunch. You should go to brunch. Hell, I would even say going to breakfast. And you don't necessarily have to go and have a full 7-course meal. You should go somewhere where you can talk. Go for coffee. Go for juice. Go for a smoothie. Go for donuts. Go for something that is light because, and this is a good thing too for both parties, you have a way out. When you go to dinner, you go to dinner, you have a 3 or 7-course meal. Hell, you're going to be there for 2 hours. You can go to lunch, or you can go for coffee, or you can go for tea or brunch. And if shit ain't going the way you want it to go, you can be out of there in 30 minutes. You can wrap it up. You know, hey, this was good. It's cool. I got to go do some other things for the rest of my day, and I'm going to be out. You can literally wrap it up and be gone and do your thing, and you don't have to worry about it. When you're sitting there at a dinner, you got 4 or 5 courses. Now you got to play the game where you got your girlfriend to call and look here, girl. If I ain't texted you, we gonna get at the restaurant at 7:30. If I ain't texted you by 8:30, you call me, tell me my son and got shot. I'm going to scream and yell, and I'll be like, I got to go. And then you come on and pick me up, girl. We going to be out of here because I ain't going to be with this nigga if we ain't having no good time, okay? So now you got this whole play that you got to put on. You got to do all this line, and you could have just been gone within 30 minutes if you wasn't enjoying yourself. So that's my thing. Ladies, if you're going on a first date, go somewhere, number one, where it's public. All right, of course, just for safety purposes. Go somewhere where somebody know who you're going with and all that good stuff, IDs and all that. Run them through the sex offenders registry, see if they got a record and all that. You go in the afternoon. That's the perfect time because you can go, you can eat, you can get lunch specials if you're cheap, if you ain't got no money. You can get out of the date if you want to because it's the first date. Now, the other thing with that is, too, the reason why you should pay is because you don't want to have it to where this person is going to either take advantage of you trying to pay or of the person who is paying for guys. This person can take advantage of you. And that's what happens. It's like a lot of people will go just for a free meal. There was a video I saw where this chick went and she went on the date with the dude. They're there eating and all that kind of stuff. Then she wanted to order like 2 or 3 to-go plates, meals. They was at like a Chili's or something like that. She wanted to order like 2 or 3 to-go meals so that she could take that home to her kids. So wait a minute. You taking me out we going out on a date and we're eating. I'm paying, but now you want to order 2 or 3 more meals for carry out so that I can pay for that and you can go home and feed your kids because you out on a date with me. How does that work? How do you think that that's something that's even fair, ethical, moral? Why would you want to take advantage of somebody like that? Why do you think somebody owes you that much? Or why would you try to want to get over on somebody? And that's the thing that I saw here. It's like there's just this thing of where we have an expectation of you supposed to do this just because I think you should. Because I feel you should do this. So let's go on. Let's hear what this young lady got to say.
You're going on a date and he picks the place. Buddy, you got to know the lay of the land. If there's lobster on the menu, whatever's on the menu, you should know.
Now, I agree with you should know the lay of the land. Being this. If I'm going out on a first date with a woman I do not know, there's a wonderful steakhouse in Chicago called Gibson's. Has my favorite steak there. It is a 33-ounce Wagyu beef tomahawk steak. If you ever, ribeye, if you ever get to go to Gibson's, get that steak. We call it the Scottie Pippen. Because it's 33, Chicago, Scottie Pippen, the Bulls. But it's a 33-ounce Wagyu beef ribeye bone-in tomahawk steak. It's an immaculate, scrumptious piece of meat. One of the best steaks I've ever had. Beautiful, beautiful meal. Love that steak. But I'm not going to go there with somebody that I just met, barely know, and this is the first date. Yeah, I get the fact you may want to impress them. You may want to show out a little bit. You want to stunt. And if you got it like that and you don't care about spending money, cool. I still think that even if you do got it, there should be certain limits as to what you do because there shouldn't be an expectation on how much money you're going to spend. The expectation should be about getting to know this person and what type of person that you're getting ready to, that you're going to be spending this time with. That's what I believe it is. So it's like you have to put this whole first date in perspective. This is not an expectation of me trying to impress you and showing you that I got money. I shouldn't have to go and try to show you that we gonna do this and I'm doing it big and I can go and I can afford $100 steak and we can eat and we can spend $300-400. We can blow that at the restaurant. That ain't nothing. We don't need to do that. Men should not be doing that. Women should not be expecting that. It should be a thing of where you're engaging in conversation trying to get to know this person. I'm going to know about you. You're going to know about me. And it don't take $100 steak to do that. So yes, you should know the lay of the land. You should know where you're taking this person. But you should also be able to say, well, you know, we don't have to go to the most expensive place, but we ain't got to go to McDonald's neither. Although McDonald's may not be a bad spot if you're going for coffee. They have lovely breakfast. You get yourself a McGriddle, you can have a good time. Whatever the case may be, it should be something to where you both agree on it. So yeah, if a guy says, hey, I want to go to McDonald's or whatever, you shouldn't care because it's the afternoon or it's the morning or brunch or whatever. So you should be cool saying, well, hey, we can just go have coffee, see how it goes, and if we want to go to lunch afterwards, we can do that. We can go to Starbucks. We can go to, what's the other place? Dunkin' Donuts or Big D's or whatever the case may be. Keep it simple and light because you should just be there for the conversation in the first place. So, but I do say you should know the lay of the land and know where you're going and know what's on the menu. Now, there are some places that just have high-priced items on the menu as well as lower-priced items. It don't mean you need to go for the gusto, though, just because it's there.
I disagree. I totally disagree. So I have this boyfriend who was a complete scrub, and he used to come out to dinner with my family and think it was like a free-for-all. He would order like the caviar lobster. I'm like, what are you doing? By the way, grounds for dismissal right there. I just think it's rude to go in so, you know, brazen and bold.
Okay, so I'm going to point this out now. You've heard two women that are not black and what their points were. One of the ladies was, you should know the lay of the land and know what you're doing as the man, know where you're going, right? The other lady, she spoke completely along the lines of what I'm saying is that, yeah, you don't just go there and just order all of the high-priced shit that's on the menu. That's rude, and it is. It is rude to just say you're going to go and I'm going to order the lobster, I'm going to order the most expensive steak, I'm going to order the caviar, I'm going to order the shrimp, not just the regular shrimp. I want the colossal shrimp that you got, that I want just everything that you got, your best bottle of wine, your best bottle of champagne. You don't do that. That is rude. Very rude, right? So let's keep it going and let's see what else happens. Let's see how this develops.
Brianna could not disagree more. And here's why, is I think that it is important when you go on a date for a woman to simply be yourself. If you would take yourself to dinner and have lobster and a great glass of wine, then you certainly should do it if a man is taking you to dinner. The only time it becomes an issue is if you start going out with somebody and suddenly now you all brand new and you ordering stuff you have never had in your life.
I agree.
So, because that's where you go, and here's my thing with this. So she said, if you go and that's what you used to and you want to have, you know, your lobster and your nice glass of wine, that's what you should do because that's what you're accustomed to. And you should just do that. That's how you should go. Here's why I say you shouldn't. Because every time that you go out, you don't go to the most expensive places. You don't. Every time that I go out to eat, I don't go to Gibson's. Every time that I go out for whatever, I don't go to the most expensive place and order the most expensive thing. I don't do that. So that is not my everyday. And if somebody is living on a level to where all they do is eat at Philippe, if all they do is eat at Gibson's, if all they do is they eat at upper, what do they call it? Upscale restaurants, that's all you do, then you should be upfront with that. And you should tell somebody, hey, you want to take me out to dinner? You want to go, let's do lunch. No, I want to do dinner, I want to do, okay, well, here's where I like to go. Because if you're dating that type of person who's on that level, then great. That's what you should do, and you should be upfront with that. Having the expectation for somebody to do that, that's disingenuous, and it's just flat out being a greedy, gold-digging son of a bitch. Plain and simple. I should not have the expectation for somebody to take me out or me to take somebody else out that I have to take them out for the absolute best because that's all they've ever had. That's all they've been raised on. No, I guarantee you that that chick with that terrible hairdo, that's all she's used to. I'm going to give her credit though because it looked like that was her real hair. So I give you credit for that. I just don't like it. But is that skunk hat dyed blonde? Yes, exactly, Frantonio. But my point is this. Yes, that may be what you're used to, but that's not all that you do. That's just like if somebody buys you a pair of shoes. If all you've ever worn is red bottoms, then hey, I get it. That's where you come from. That's what you do. But now that you stripping, all you have now is you buying red bottoms. I get it, because you buying them. If you have the expectation for me to only buy you red bottoms, if I buy you some nice Neiman Marcus shoes or whatever, and you got a problem with that, or I'm less than that, you a gold digger. Plain and simple. That has nothing to do with standards. It has nothing to do with what you used to. It has everything to do with what you want somebody to give you. I want you to give me this. I want you to do this for me. And that's my problem with what she said.
With the combination of it. If you're going to take a woman out, fellas, you got to know the lay of the land. If it's out your league, don't go there. If you ain't got lobster money, then you got to go somewhere where the lobster's affordable. See, red lobster.
I agree.
By the way, if she knew he was a student, even more the reason to hold back.
Bam. Now, how come nobody else said that? Because that's exactly what she realized from what she heard from the story. The dude was a fucking student. Why do you expect this dude to, number one, have that kind of money? And if he do, why do you have the expectation for him to spend that kind of money on a first date? He might not like your ass. You might not like his ass. Why would you have the expectation of having this premium, upscale, high-class meal and all you're doing is going on a first date? This ain't your anniversary. This ain't Valentine's Day. This ain't your birthday. This ain't the day you graduated with your master's. This ain't the day you got your doctorate. This ain't the day you got your PhD. All you're doing is going on a first date. First time me and you are hanging out, we're eating. Why do I need lobster, steak, shrimp, and expensive ass wine? I don't get that. I don't get that you would have that expectation. Now, to the point of that's how it used to be back in the day, I get it. Back in the 60s, the 70s, hey, that's what it was. But women were in a totally different space then. And so were men. Men had all the jobs. Men made all the money. So we had it like that. It ain't like that nowadays. It's totally different. So because it's different, you still shouldn't have the expectations of old and you got the tools of today that's new. You shouldn't. It's just not fair.
But
He doesn't have a huge income.
But sometimes men need to be put on the spot.
Yes.
Right?
Now what the fuck does that mean? Sometimes men need to be put on the spot. Just listen to this stupid shit right here. And this is where I got angry, if you can't tell.
Even more the reason to hold back.
But
He
sometimes
doesn't have a huge income.
But sometimes men need to be put on the spot.
Yes.
Right? Because listen, when I first started dating my husband,
Right.
I invited him to my house for dinner. And he said, so can I bring something? And I said, yeah, you can. Why don't you grab a bottle of Opus 1 wine?
Opus 1.
Opus
That's
1.
fancy.
Opus 1. And not only did he bring one bottle, he brought two. And it took him about 5 years to tell me that he almost had a heart attack when he realized a bottle of wine was like $250 a bottle.
By the way, I would have said bring a bottle of wine,
Right.
and the quiz or like my internal test would have been to see what kind of wine he showed up with.
Well, men ain't that smart. You
No.
got to.
And that is the difference between white women and black women. Even in the comforts of your own home, you still have the expectation for this dude to bring you a $250 bottle of wine while you cooking in your house. Somebody please help me connect the dots on that shit. So I'm cooking for you in my home. Okay? Now, unless this chick is one of those chefs that cook with like what they make, y'all ever seen the video of the golden gold cheese, golden grilled cheese sandwich where they actually put like 24 karat gold on the grilled cheese or some shit like that, unless you doing something like that and you cooking in your own house, you ain't spending no $250 on no goddamn meal. At best, and I'm talking laid out, you spending maybe $200, and that's if you buying some Wagyu steaks and you got a couple of them on both ends, because I'm going to run you about $40, $50, $60 or something like that. So you talking about somebody, you talking about this woman who's cooking for this dude on a first date at home, and your expectation is for him to bring a $250 bottle of wine, and you say that's putting him on the spot? What the fuck does that mean? Why would you want to put a man on the spot? I don't get that. You should be wanting to know what kind of man you dealing with. If this nigga's a criminal, you invite him to your house, which I think is a huge fucking mistake. Ain't no way in hell I would want my daughter to entertain a man on a first date at her fucking home. I just wouldn't. Because the expectations and what somebody could be thinking on that, especially a nigga who buying $500 worth of wine, I would say, hey, you never know what kind of nigga you dating. You never know what kind of man you bringing into your house. And it's a lot of men that think if I bring $500 worth of wine, I'm fucking something. So why would you put that? It's like, why would you put yourself in that position? Why would you put yourself in that situation? If this nigga get to the house and you ain't feeling him, now you by yourself and you trying to put a nigga out your house and this nigga got $500 worth of wine on the goddamn table. Why would you do that? Just so you can prove a point? Put him on the spot? That's the shit that pisses me off about men and women, and especially our fucking women. Why would you put that on a man? Yeah, you may, and this nigga might be a fucking doctor. He might be a fucking baller. But just like he said, there's a $79 bottle of wine that's good as hell. Hell, there's some 16 bottle. I drink a $16 bottle of wine, and that shit's amazing. I enjoy it quite often. But why would you want to put that on a dude? What if he don't got it? What if he don't fucking like your ass? Do you know how pissed off I would be if I went and bought $500 worth of wine and I'm talking with this chick and within 20, 30, or 40 minutes, I can't stand this bitch? I'm going to leave, and I guarantee you I'm going to leave with my wine. Fuck all that. Oh, baby, you can keep that. Go ahead. No. Damn that. Give me my wine, bitch, because you ain't worth it. That's crazy. And you can't tell me that you can't, like, there you go. You can find a bottle of Moscato for $10. And it's not about being cheap. It's just about being, it's about being respectful. There's no way on God's green earth that I would tell a woman that's coming to my home to bring a $250 bottle of wine, even if that's what I drink. Because if it's what I drink, I'm going to have it anyway. If it's what I drink and it's what I'm used to, I'm going to have it anyway. So I ain't going to get no damn if you bring it or not. I would tell you, bring a bottle of wine. And like the white woman said, let's see what he brings. Let's see what she brings to the house so I can see what type of person I'm dealing with. Because, yeah, if you come with a bottle of fucking Cook champagne that's $4.99, I'm going to be pissed the fuck off. And I'm going to be like, you didn't even think enough of me to even ask. Or you didn't even think enough of me to maybe bring something that's at least middle of the road. Which would say, I'm going to give this a chance. Or I'm trying to make some type of impression and say, hey, I'm really excited about this and I really want to be here. I'm happy to be here, so I'm going to bring something nice. $35 bottle of wine. I get it. Fine. Especially if that's what you drink. And I would ask, if I was asked to bring a bottle of wine to somebody, I would say, and I actually, shit, I bought bottled wines to people's houses before. Hey, we having a party. Come over, bring a bottle of wine. First question is, what kind of wine do you drink? Do you drink sweet red? Do you drink a white Zinfandel? Do you drink a port? What do you drink? Because I'm going to get my sweet red. I'm going to get my bottle. But then I'm going to get something that you may drink too. Because I don't drink dry red wine. I don't like that. I don't like it personally. So maybe we might have the same. If we say, hey, I drink sweet red. Okay, then we can drink the same thing. And yeah, I might bring 2 bottles. I get it. I'm good with that. But the fact that you have an expectation and you believe that having a man to bring $250 bottle of wine, $500 worth of wine on a first date, that's a test? That's why it's so many black women that got the wrong idea about dating. That's why so many black women got the wrong idea about men. Period. Plain and simple. And I guarantee you that this dude gotta be a simp. He gotta be. Because he's literally just, I don't want to try to impress somebody and try to impress somebody by doing something that's just you spending money. If I'm going to impress you, I'm going to impress you by doing something special. Doing something that everybody don't do. Doing something that's out of the ordinary. Doing something that's actually going to fucking mean something. And a $500, 2 bottles of wine for $500, that don't mean shit but that you got $500. So is it about the money? I would think so. I would think so. Because you can't tell me it ain't another bottle of wine that will hell cost $80. That will cost $60. That you've probably had before. Because I know for a fact that that bitch right there ain't grow up on Opus 1. I bet my house note for a whole year. I bet it. That she ain't never, from day one, her first bottle of wine was an Opus 1. I know it ain't. Just listen to this stupid shit one more time.
And the quiz, or like my internal test, would have been to see what kind of wine he showed up.
Well, men ain't that smart. You got to tell.
And that's pissed me off too. So you can see, white woman, her whole thing was trying to see where her man was at. This bitch is trying to see what her man can get her. She made it about her. And then the fact that she said, see, a man ain't smart. Men ain't smart. It's like, it's not about being smart. And men are fucking smart. But the thing is, if you want something specific, then yes, say that. But you can be reasonable. Don't be an unreasonable bitch. Don't be a bitch that just says, I want the most expensive thing they got out here in the world because that's what I'm supposed to have. Nothing but the best. I'm a queen. That's the type of shit and the mentality that you got. And the fact that that's what you think about a man, to say that a man ain't smart. If a man said that about a woman, he'd be the worst motherfucker in the world. Women ain't smart. You got to tell them what you want. They be like, oh, hold on. You can't talk to no woman like that. How dare you disrespect us like that? But she can go right ahead and say that and fuck Steve Harvey for not checking her ass on that shit. Because I'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. You don't have to say what you just said the way you said it. Now, if you say a man ain't gonna understand what you saying or what you asking for, or you should be more direct, that's fine. But that don't mean that I'm not intelligent because I don't do what you think I should do. What did you call her? Blonde skunk? That blonde head poor bitch. I can't believe she did this, man. This is so embarrassing. Every time that we got our women on TV, and even when they ain't talking ghetto, they always got some crazy ass fucking hairstyle, and they always talking out the side of their neck like they the toughest, baddest bitch in the world, and whatever they want, they supposed to get. I can't stand that shit. I'm so tired of it.
That's why I ended up got to tell her, baby. You got to tell them.
Right now. Now, we ain't bottle of wine.
Sophisticated. It shows that they have
Silver
that.
Oaks is $79. And it's delicious.
That's a
Exactly.
That was Yellowtail.
Yellowtail. So, but you know, and then at the same time.
And the fact that he didn't check her ass about this wine, that pissed me off. It's like Steve Harvey got this thing to where he's like this old school dude, but he like a fucking simp too. It's like, why would you just let her talk on your show? Why would you just let her say some shit like that that's so disparaging about men, and then you just playing right along with it, and now you're going to try to come back and try to smooth the shit over with this bullshit you about to say right now. I can't stand the fact that men do that type of shit. If somebody says something that's out of line, that's wrong, or just, hey, flat out fucking disrespectful, tell them that. Hey, what you said was wrong. Because if a man did that exact same shit, he'd be the worst motherfucker in the world. But he won't say that. He gonna sit there and just trying to, oh, you know, I'm still to think like a man, dude. I'm still to think like a man. You know, we trying to, you know, act like a man, think like a... He's still on that bullshit. And it's like, dude, this is the kind of shit that misleads us and have women having the wrong idea about men. Because so many, especially black women, so many black women grow up without a man in their life, without a father, without a man that can show them how to interact with the man. They don't know. So then when they get around somebody like this asshole who can actually give them some insight and say, hey, I'm an older black man and I can tell you a thing or two on how men work, how men think, and how men act, how you can interact with them, then you could really get somewhere. But the fact that you trying to smooth this shit over and I'm going to let these ladies do their thing because they right and I want to make it cool with them, that's the same bullshit that fucks them up and keeps them to where they can't function in a relationship. Because I guarantee you, that bitch ain't gonna be married no 25 years. She ain't gonna put 30 years on the books in that motherfucking relationship. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And let's listen to what he say now.
Like Adriana said, if it's a stupid... Really, so, but you know, and then at the same time...
And another thing that not pissed me off, but proves my point, both of the white women, they was cool with a cheaper bottle of wine. Not one of them signed off on some fucking Opus One. Not one of them did. She was like, yeah, the Yellowtail, that would be fine. A $79 bottle of wine would be fine, no problem. The other one, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want them to have that. I would want them to pick a wine just to see where they're at. Plain and simple. But not her. You got to give me an Opus One, $250 a bottle. That's what I drink. Bitch, please.
Like Adriana said, if it's a student, come on now, don't jam him up.
But Steve, if I'm high maintenance all day, every day, why all of a sudden, just because I'm going on a date with you, now I need to fall back?
I understand what you're saying.
It's not about you falling back, bitch. It's about you saying, well, hey, if I'm willing to spend some time with this dude, then it shouldn't necessarily be about me. It should be about us. And with it being about us, I'm not going to be a rude bitch out the gate and just say, yeah, this is what I expect, this is what I want, and I got to have the best and the most expensive high-priced shit that's out here. That's why. Because you shouldn't be trying to get your quota met or get your high-maintenance needs met. You should just be trying to get to know a motherfucker. And it don't take a $250 bottle of wine to get to know a person on a first date.
But the ignorant part was when the bill came, he want her to pay.
That was horrible.
I need to fall back.
I understand what you're saying, but the ignorant part was when the bill came, he want her to pay.
That was horrible.
We've lost the art of chivalry.
Yes.
Let me give you the rule.
Now, here's where he goes into his simp speech. And the reason why I say it's a simp speech is because he's not taking into account of what today's woman is, but he's trying to hold men to yesterday's standards. And that's fucked up. And that's where I get into this whole female supremacy shit. You can't hold a man to yesterday's standards dealing with today's woman and her standards. You can't do that. That's insane to think that or to even have that expectation. Just because you old as hell and you used to old school shit, that don't mean that you try to make men do that same shit now, because those are the men that will get taken advantage of and get treated like shit and get fucking just railroaded and get treated like a Simpson because they're trying to do some stupid shit that you about to tell them to do. And this is where I tell men, all y'all that's watching this, don't do this dumb shit Steve talking about.
Rules, gentlemen, and I don't care what nobody tells you, this is rule. If you invite a woman out and ask for her company, automatically you should be willing to pay for the meal.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
That's the rule, man. I've never gone out with a woman and not paid.
You're a stand-up guy.
You're a gentleman. You're a gentleman.
I wasn't raised. I can't.
Yes. Yeah.
I dated a girl years ago.
Now here's where he's about to prove my fucking point.
And after the club, I asked her out, and she said, yeah. And she said, so where do you normally go? And I said, Denny's. Usually only thing open after the club is closed. Anyway, so we go to Denny's, and I'm sitting there, and I'm sweating. You know, because I got a 20. And so I just waited on her to order. And she ordered the Grand Slam. Now, Denny's, that's $1.99.
Okay.
So I'm cool. But then she said, but you know what, though? Wait a minute, hold up. I think I'm going to try the spaghetti and shrimp dinner. I wasn't ready for that, and I looked over, and that was like $8 and something.
Now, here's my point. First and foremost, you took her to Denny's. That's way different than going somewhere where they got some fucking Opus One. Ain't no Opus One at Denny's. And at best, you gonna spend maybe $40. That's generous tip, and that's eating whatever the fuck I want with an appetizer and probably one of them little cookie things or dessert or some shit. That's what you gonna do at fucking Denny's. Yes, I'll pay every time when I go to Denny's. And I'm a traditional old school man. So yeah, I would do that. I ain't got no problem with that. But at the end of the day, that ain't what most women want. How many women can you take? You can't take that high maintenance bitch sitting next to you right there at Denny's. You can't. So you can't have that standard of saying, well, as a man, chivalry is dead. And because chivalry is dead, I got the thing. I could never, ever, never go out on a date and not pay. That's the rule, man. The rule is when you ask a woman to go on a date, then you automatically pay for the date. Bullshit. Not in today's world, Steve. And stop trying to paint that fucking picture to where you want these new jack niggas to act like old school niggas. While these new jack women ain't acting like old school women. Because there was a time when a woman, you had to go and ask to take a woman out by her father. You had to have a woman home. Even in your time, having a woman out at 2 o'clock in the morning, that was considered improper. Sir? So that shit don't, what they say about OJ, the glove don't fit, you must have quit. This shit you talking don't fit. It don't. You got some old school, old ass motherfucking ways that you trying to put on some new jack niggas. And some new jack niggas that's dealing with some new jack bitches. And these new jack bitches, they are ruthless. Some of them are toothless. And some of them are fucking doofuses. But you got this anticipation or this expectation of saying, you got to do this, men. But these women ain't doing that shit. They are being ruthless, cold-hearted motherfuckers. Because that woman that you go on the first date with and you go take out, buy the Opus One, spend $250 on the wine, spend $100 on the steak, spend the $200 at the restaurant on drinks, and then at the end of the day, the bill is $350 with a $250 bottle of wine. You done spend $500-600 on the wine. You gonna take her home, and some broke ass Madden playing nigga gonna come and fuck the shit out of her because he ain't got no job and he been up all day. And that's the nigga that's gonna get her pregnant. And then when she have his baby, then she gonna be tired of his ass because he ain't got no money. And now she gonna want to be with you because you got money. And now she want to be real. And she want to have a real relationship. And she want to be married. And she want to do shit the right way. But when you was fucking the broke ass Madden King, that shit was all good though. He ain't have to have no Opus One. All he had to do was have a hard dick. He slinging that dick, so he good. It's funny how whatever the shit that goes on with a woman, she got all these fucking standards, but the minute a big dick come around, all that shit's out the window. The minute a thug ass nigga come around with a tattoo on his neck or he got some teardrops, all that shit go out the window. It's funny how all that shit is just, ain't no more standards. It's, I just want to live my life and do what I want to do what's best for me because everybody make mistakes and sometimes your mistakes is what God wants you to go through so that you can get to where he wants you to be. That's the same bullshit that they try to put on niggas. And we be falling for that shit. Stop falling for that shit. Because you had 2 white women sitting right there saying the exact opposite to what the fuck she was saying, which goes to show you that them motherfuckers actually got a point. No, they ain't saying you gotta take me to the cheapest place in the fucking world, but I ain't gonna break your fucking pockets neither. How many niggas do you know can afford Opus One? And that's her expectation. How many niggas do you know that can afford? It's more white men that could afford that type of meal than it is black men. Fact. And I'm sure it's twice as many more white women that could afford that meal than there are black women. So how the fuck does a black woman have that expectation of a man taking her out and a white woman doesn't? You know how? You know why? Because most white women grew up with fathers. Most white women actually value their fucking men. Most white women value the fact that a man is spending time with them and trying to get to know them. And yeah, even if he got it, that don't mean he got to give it, especially on the first date. They understand that. They have at least the foresight to say, you know what? I like this dude. He looked good. He got a six-pack. He had a nice bulge in his pants. Let me try to not break his pockets so I can at least try to know him, because I don't want him to think I'm a gold digger, even if I am. And just like she said, it took him 5 years to tell me that he was like, God damn, he couldn't believe he had to spend $500 on that wine. He didn't know how much it cost. That lets you know that you were even a more insensitive bitch then. Because he didn't even know what the fuck it was. And the fact that it was fucking $500, he bought two just so he wouldn't seem like an asshole. Because he didn't know. But that's your expectation. Let a motherfucker surprise you with Opus 1. Don't have the expectation, you got to come with Opus 1 for me, because that's what I'm used to. I'm high maintenance. And then this nigga coming here with this simp shit talking about, yeah, well, you know, automatically a man should pay. And you taking bitches to Denny's, nigga. What the fuck is that about? Come on, man. Think like a man, act like one. First of all, before you start talking about how you motherfuckers think like one, act like a fucking real man. That's some insensitive, gold-digging, low-down, dirty shit. I would tell you like this. Any man, you got a woman that think like her, that got them kind of expectations, don't waste your fucking time, man. I don't give a fuck how big her ass is. I don't give a fuck how many selfies she done sent you of her pussy, talking about she wants you to bang her back out. If that's how she think, if that's the type of expectation she have, she don't give two fucks about you. All she want is your resources and what she can get from your ass. That's it. Thank you, Barbara. That's an instant red flag.
So I'm going, okay, hold up. If she trip and order something else, so I had the special, the $1.99 special, and was just praying that she filled up. I kept asking for water. You know, they kept bringing water, kept sliding it over. And I was it, man,
But it shows that you were a gentleman. I don't care what the money was. I don't care how much it cost. It shows that you were a gentleman from day one.
she was fine. I was going to let her eat the whole 20.
Priorities, ladies.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Oh, she was fine. Ain't no doubt about
I'm
it.
gonna fucking foot sweep her ass. But my point again is this, man. When we're talking about going out on a date, we're talking about engaging in conversation. We're talking about, you know, just getting to know somebody. The last thing you should be talking about should be about how much somebody spent on you and how much they gotta spend to be with you. It should be about saying, hey, we went and did this and we talked and we had pizza, or we had this, we had some wings, we had something that everyday people have. Now, after date number 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever, it's a special occasion, a special holiday, I want to fly you to Paris for lunch on my fucking private jet. Fine. If I can afford it, I got it like that, I can spend it, cool. But don't let it be a thing to where you have this expectation that is so rude because you think that's what you're supposed to get because you've had it before. And it's like, man, we got to get to the point to where we start having expectations too. And the expectations need to be more than just some titties pushed up and an ass poked out in a fucking nasty bathroom that's a selfie that get us going to where we hitting motherfuckers up in the DM. We got to get past that point. We got to get past to the point to where we saying, hey, yeah, I want my woman to be sexy. Yeah, I want her to be fine. Yeah, I want her to be a fucking freak. I want her to have, you know, all of the good shit that we like to see. Because, yes, we are, you know, visual creatures. Yes. But you got to have this too. You got to have that too. You got to have some brains. You got to have some respect. You got to have some decorum. You got to have, look it up. You got to have some type of moral values about yourself to where you ain't just trying to do me in so that you can level up. And that's what our women do. They will step on us. They will shit on us. They will dog us out just to get to the next level. Just to get one more pair of shoes. Just to get a bag. Just to get it a Gucci, a Chanel, or a fucking Michael Kors. It's all, whatever it is, they're trying to get something. Why don't we get to a point to where we're trying to give somebody conversation? We're trying to give somebody some stimulation to say, well, hey, you know, I want to see what you really about. What you trying to do with yourself? What you trying to be? What do you want to give to your community, to society, to your children? What type of person are you? What do you want to leave on this earth? As opposed to what you can give me, what you can buy me, the type of lifestyle you can afford me. Yes, I get it. Every woman wants to feel protected. Every woman wants to be with a man that can provide. Every woman wants to be with a man that can love her and make her feel good. I ain't tripping on that. Food, clothing, and shelter? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you can't have an expectation that you can't fulfill yourself, and you can't have an expectation on somebody you just fucking met. Plain and simple. You have black women all the time talking about ain't no good black men out here. Ain't no men out. You know why ain't no good black men out here? Because why? Because you won't spend $500 on 2 bottles of wine while you cooking some whatever the fuck you cooking in your house? Come on. You ain't got no good men out here. Why? Because all you want is some expensive shit just so you can say you got some expensive shit. That's it. That's it. That's all you want to do. You just want to say you got somebody that can give you this, and just because they can give you this, then now you can say you got it. I got Gucci. I got Prada. I got Chanel. This is what I got. And then the sad part is, once a woman finds a guy that has those type of resources, they will subject themselves to anything. They will allow themselves to be treated any way, just so they can have access to it because they thirsty. And all I'm saying is at the end of the day, I would just hope that we get to a point as men and women, and as black men, black women, white men, I would just hope we can get to a point where we can just start appreciating each other just for being people, just for being nice, for being considerate, for being generous, for being pleasant, for being, you know, somebody that can just have a good vibe, a good attitude, just to have and want to do and be better people. Why can't we look for and appreciate that? Wouldn't that be something to just say, hey, why do you like him? Because he wants to be better than what he is, and he's doing things to do that. Why do you like her? She wants to be a part of something that's bigger than herself. And she wants to do better and be better. And she's actually doing shit to do that. She's not just saying it. I would hope that we can get to a point to where those things are important. As opposed to what I can buy, what you can do. If you fucking on the first date, is you gonna suck my dick if I get you this purse? I would hope that we can move past that. Is sex important? You goddamn right it is. It sure is. But on the first date, I shouldn't have to break the bank just to say, hey, I'm going to spend some time with you. Just like on the first date, you shouldn't have an expectation of fucking. Because if a dude does, then he's the worst in the world. That's all I have to say about that. I just want to say, man, that it just really bothered me that that's what we've gotten to. Because I think that we're better than that. I think that we should expect to be better than that. I think that we should have the expectation amongst each other to at least respect each other to where we don't have those type of expectations. Yes, I like the finer things in life. Yes, I like to live as my father used to say, hound hog. I do. But I don't have that expectation for somebody to treat me like that on a first date. I just don't. And I just won't. Women, if you like those type of things, keep yourself in a position, go to school, get your education, and get you a job to where you can have any and everything that you want so that you don't need a man to do that. You don't have the expectation of a man to buy you Opus One because you got bottles of it in your house because that is what you drink. Be that woman. Be that woman to say, oh, well, you can buy some wine or whatever. I got wine here, but I don't know what you may like, but I have wine. And then let somebody come in and see you pop your bottle and it's Opus One, and he pop his bottle and it's some fucking Cooks. Fine. We just got different tastes. Or some fucking Inglenook. Y'all remember that Inglenook? That Inglenook wine had the big, coming the big gallon, had the little finger thing on there, the little finger loop. That shit was big as hell. Drink Inglenook. That's what your drink is. That's what you drink. Fine. The box wine, everybody says that's good. I've never had box wine before, but everybody says box wine is really, really good. That Franza or Forenza, whatever it's called. Everybody says that wine is really good. It's not that expensive, maybe like 14, 15 bucks, something like that. I don't know. But drink that. Don't have the expectation of some $250 bottle of wine. Say, yeah, this is what I drink. If you going to be drink with me, you need to bring that. Don't be that kind of woman. Don't try to break a nigga just to be with a nigga. Don't try to break a nigga to make him think he got to break himself. That's why niggas sell drugs. So they can impress women. So they can have a car to impress women. They can have the fancy clothes to impress women. They can have the stacks of cash so that they can impress women. And that's why you see the dynamic of nigga got a $80,000 car, nigga got on $250 pair of Jordans, nigga got on a Gucci belt, True Religion pants, True Religion shirt, and the nigga's living in his mama's basement. That's why you have that dynamic. Because all the shit that they got is to impress women. It's to impress girls. That's not what he wants. Because the dude who would put close to $100,000 into a car and some clothes that he wearing and don't have a place to live on his own, that lets you know the mentality. That lets you know that they're just doing it just because they want to show off. They want to have the sparkle. They want to have the glitter and the glitz and the glam. They pulling a fucking Wizard of Oz on your ass and you don't even realize it. And most women get so wrapped up in it that they think they got something, and then once they realize, like, this nigga he ain't got shit. He living in his mama's basement. He living in his mama's house. Yeah. Talk about I just take care of my mama. All to try to impress you. It is what it is. Let me go ahead and check. See if anybody gave me any donations, because I don't want to not acknowledge those peoples. I just want to say thank you. It's good to be back. I missed y'all, and I'm so happy to be back here. All right. Got 2 donations. Want to give a shout out to my man, DJ Just J. Thanks, brothers, for always showing love and support. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for always showing love and support to me, too. And also from my girl, MG. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me just double check so I won't miss nobody else. Boom. It looks like that's it. Man, it's been good. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. If you got any comments, drop it in the on the comment section, or you can shoot me an email at therelationshiprehab@gmail.com. I am Brian Redman. This is The Relationship Rehab. Peace, and I'm out. Bye, live.